fancy running into you. Won't you dine with me?
Did you hear what the Order's acolytes? The public has already caught wind of its pop. They say it was their last work, written aboard the...
Shh, quiet.
Shh. Simply put, their 3 members were allegedly their pilgrims say.
Well, since the manuscript is not...
Give me a second. Let me think. Hear that? It's exactly what they're playing now.
Well, it would appear they were possessed by daemons. Just... Friends, it's been too long.
What did you mean by...
Resentful of the Order's verdict, those favored by the divinity, were the most willing to raise the Though they died in exile to a great fire, their resentment festered like the fire that dragged them to hell. These daemons will... This article was recently published in the Raguna Literary Journal. Perhaps someone Then again, it's all Now, if those vengeful spirits really do exist... By the way, Here, take it. Goodbye, friends. A change of venue is in order. I must...
Like the fire that dragged them to hell. Unverifiable, yes, but so. Let's start at the... She who resembles Toby. In her world, poetry and music hold equal sway. Shh. Listen carefully. Equal sway. Shh. Listen carefully. Listen carefully.
Not to flee, but to journey towards the dreams. All the hopes will set us free from doubts and fears deep within. Let the sunrise gild our wings, let the twilight soothe our skin. In the sky we're forever wild and
free. Rover, Carlotta!
You really must adore that song. When I was a child...
I remember it well.
Back then, Chacona's family conducted...
But a song... Anyway, the two... Oh, so you eavesdrop... It is the point! I need to know... The Golden Anthem. They're criminals. To conspire...
Don't worry.
From what you've told me, when the poem is played, if you ask me, this story...
Then you...
We need to get to the heart of this poem. And I'll help you find the link between the music and those daemons. Then we have a deal. Since you believe this music...
It's risky, but...
The final work of What I Wonder.
just like the ones that attacked us in the restaurant.
They burn in despair, resentful of the Order's verdict. With our bodies to fuel the fire, the ensure...
They wanted their resentment to echo.
These voices.
If the poets resent those voices were just people...
Perhaps the voices in the legends, demons. But what we've seen isn't like that, no. Of course, I'm just speculating. Let's find out what the truth... This is a realm created from melodies. Music can transcend space and time to bring memories and... No.
They burn in despair.
Perhaps it was a simple poem at first. No one knew exactly what happened. So they filled in the gaps with their... Yes! Someone must have used them. Imagination knows no bounds. If left unchecked, such incidents will only increase. If the daemons are born from the public's imagination, then things will shift once we catch whoever is responsible for... Music and poetry, whoever is behind...
Our enemy, we need to split up. With your tenacity, someone has... The family has its ways.
If we find melodies connected to the poets... I've got it right, let's go!
This is a testament.
I really admire the wind. It's free to go anywhere without restraint. If only it could carry my poems into the hands of everyone across the world.
Remnants of the past.
La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Da 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 do 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 do. La da na 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 dum ba da da da. Da-da! Well, this is where Raguna's musicians... For the people of Raguna, the sea is... Since an instrument is an extension of the musician, I'm certain this is where the poets... What's wrong? You seem troubled. Is that what's been on your mind this whole time? To be honest, I haven't found once. I stood on, just like in those stories for inspiration. Sadly, the apples weren't ripe and none. Try it.
Huh. It's
Later, when I finally... Turns out, even without an apple. So, maybe the...
I'm starting to.
Is that soaring? I sense the melody of an... A flute. I'd say it's trying to finish as... Is that a loop? Its echoes are faint. Wait. The sound may be weak, but there's an undeniable strength to it. Rover, behind you! It seems this lute likely belonged to a member of the Poet Society. Which is to say, it holds the melodies they left behind. The timbre also matches. Sometimes. For example, this is the true purpose of music. Rover, if there's something you want to...
But I haven't even heard you.
Me? Perhaps another time. Now, it's in the loop. Listen, it seems take care with each step. We may find ourselves straddling vast rift.
Farrell of the Codex teaches us. It is a great... I was told you found this. If you admit you were remember,
I'm sorry. I'm afraid that by the time I see the Sentinel...
as long as you repent, you are a wise... I will always be here.
No need to worry, Sir Aka.
Neither official nor private...
Farrell's gone mad. Why? We all...
buried the truth. It just took to that words and music.
I knew that from the moment... Still, all this time...
The Order's stance is that that's right to keep this...
I understand we're not adventurers. Farrell only have faith.
They don't during the entire...
Everything.
We don't know that. The melody is fake.
Where is it? We must have gotten separated.
You are to build... They were clearly the Sentinel's cantors. Why would it... This is a poem I've never seen before. Do not place flowers on my... I am the sea. I am a nighthawk, a flame, celestial steed. True form I behold. The night sky.
Because our thirst, no matter what, remember this.
Can't get through. What is this place?
She's all Chacona. As long as you still...
Rover? Rover, finally I got you out of there.
I just walked into his study. She mentioned a name.
I see. I don't know who you met. As I said before, just call me Chacona. Well, yes.
Have you found her yet? No.
She's not here either. Oh, greetings, brother and sister.
No. Razor doesn't like walking. We're in the Order's choir. Racer is our lead chorister. We took a break from... Maybe she got...
Can you tell your big...
The teacher? But Razor...
Well...
Really? She went that way.
Such a beautiful...
You're the laureate.
My name is Jacona.
A friend of mine.
Don't be scared.
Hide and...
How about...
What?
You know, our laureate here...
It's just... What's more... Myron and the others never, but now they're and I don't like... The more I thought about it, the more out... That song just now.
Well,
what...
No.
Oh,
Then hold on to that feeling. Well then, the laureate and I will be the first to hear you perform.
This is a cathedral. That's the choir on stage.
On the surface, yes. Simply knowing the Order once stood with the poets doesn't reveal the true reason behind their banishment.
It sounds like a song celebrating...
Degenerates! This is madness! What he said about the...
What a mess. I suppose strange.
Afternoon tea. There. Look at this. Miss, this study is a secret. You must never tell.
Oh, what splendid...
Razor did wonderfully. Thanks to you, I figured it out. Sincerity is what true...
Yes. A hymn isn't just a few... A hymn may differ in each person's eye. I hope you'll give the audience a So, what did you see?
The poets, their assumption.
This incident may have been the if the Order's choir... I've heard of these nights during my travels. This should be where their old encampment stood. But there don't seem to be any instruments, poems, or music here that carry the memory of a melody. Let's try searching the area first. find the melody, perhaps in.
I sense your weakness.
What is it? Has anything come to mind? Oh, yes. It rises from the primal, churning, playing a tune, of course. I want to capture.
Rimbo and Selena must have returned to Raguna by now. Did that gentleman guy backpack stuffed with... Yet he spoke like an... If not for his help, he's right. We must enlighten the people. The Knights of the Order defend only the Order.
It seems someone told the poets the truth about the Sentinel, and even suggested they stop singing solely for divinity and begin singing for the common folk. On the surface, what our mystery man said makes perfect sense. He even has knowledge of Imperator's true form. And this hidden lithograph is evidence the poets were telling the truth. Is this form of... So the poet, even under resentment and curse, we must confront his... But once the truth of
The will of the truth exists.
Yes. We'll go back to... Miss Margarita!
Well, hello. Oh, Mr. Kona's a regular.
Actually, I've come about the Poets Society.
Not a problem at all.
Rover, we'll begin. The poets did board the Pilgrim's sail. If you wish to hear their true voices once more, as the fire filled the... If the poets truly... This charade... It tomorrow. At the Odyssey Opera House, I will reveal the truth.
This can't... This is very confusing.
Previously.
Sorry.
Loria, is this all real? The poets of the Golden Empire?
A fascinating story indeed. The speech you made just now. You're implying the poets of the Golden Anthem were...
Exactly. Someone used the story of...
If memory serves, surely you're not suggesting this was all the Order's doing?
Are you from a noble family?
Your presentation, a group of birds locked inside a... Then, one day, the cage door opened. Many consider their fate a tragic...
I see it differently. Even if they met their end falling in...
And what of those who chose to remain? Will they dare to reach for the skies? After realizing...
A splendid retaliation. Like everyone present, as expected, it was none other. It's possible this... Now, I think it's fair to... His collusion with the... I'll have someone follow this secret. We should also share these findings with Chico.
Well, that's strange.
Just like when we were children, she and her family. Ms. Margarita, have you seen
Mr. Corner? She did look quite down though.
Thank you for letting us...
Why don't we split up and look for her at the heart?
The young birds left.
I never thought his words would reach and...
Coming here implies you intend to reveal the truth of the Sentinel.
And here I thought you know the dangers of pilgrim.
The truth has its thorns.
Is that what you're trying to tell me with your play?
Allow me to share the answer, Sir Acolyte. Surely you've seen the Golden Bough, yes?
And?
It is words and songs. It exists forever.
You pitiful fool.
The Order of the Deeps.
Hear that?
The parallel. So this is... Why, the poets were at least clever enough to hold their tongues, but you...
Is that so, Sir Acolyte?
Spare me your sarcasm, you insolent bard! You're nothing but a mouth.
Ah, so you've already tasted their fate, haven't you? Such a dramatic turn of events. As Cantor's...
You're nothing but a figment of my imagination. When I was a child, I lacked the ability to prove the Sentinels. I believe the opportunity...
Opportunity? Do you intend to repeat history? Isn't this what you're afraid of? You've unraveled the hand behind it all. Rover, Miss Carlotta, and all, and perhaps even that... Even so, will you two... Have you really made your choice?
Is this Chacona's sheet music? The vision I just saw seems... Chacona mentioned she always writes down her melody. An interrogation. The girl in the poem. What happened last time? But why was she...
Thank you for understanding. Is there anyone else here besides you? You must have to be able to touch it. I am yesterday's child of ignorance. Let me tell you. This is how it all started. It didn't take long for the Order to notice, as you've already seen. Usually, as for the fire in the past, in the world, but the Order was afraid. The Golden Anthem gave, I still remember the
Don't see it as only this kind of...
Father wanted to tell everyone. I wrote song, the Poets Society, and now I have that, but this time.
Like I said, there are hints of this.
Thank you. Thank you for understanding everything.
This song. It's the one she performed last time. The melody is the same, but why does it sound so sad this time?
So, Miss Poet, have you made your decision?
This is a poem I've never seen before. It's so different from what they used to write. Do not place flowers on my tomb, for I do not rest beneath the stone. I am the sea wind at Raguna's walls. I am a dawn that breaks through thorns. I am a nighthawk of wings of flame, soaring towards the celestial steed, whose praises I sing and whose true form I behold.
I know what you're thinking. You're worried I might end up on the same path you did. Go on.
All the hopes will set us free from doubts and fears deep within. Let the sunrise gild our wings. Let the twilight soothe our skin.
Follow your heart. I'll be with you. Till the end.
A penniless bard, but as there. Now, how's that for a... speaking of which, the night is also... I am... But still... As the forgotten songs run, this is the... They were once poets. Until one day, they stumbled upon a truth that could not be proven. The Sentinel, the true divinity, and the teachings in our script. Ask yourselves this. How could poets, people of Rinasita, have you ever ever wondered why the Order forbids us from seeing their earliest scriptures? Why did none of the fools... Imperator and Raguna have...
Chikona Takata.
Is that so?
Blasphemy!
Oh! The same...
Save your empty words for your confession to the Sentinel. Damnation!
Let's see how much of the I have faith. A masked hero sub... But that's a story. Even with a mask on, I'm now a wanted criminal by the... Now this is what a... Well then.
This room
is our final stage. Now, it's your turn to step onto it.
You will witness a different world.
You arrogant hypocrites!
Led by curiosity and wonder, they step forward.
I am the gentle sea breeze, sweeping through Whisperwind Haven and towards Raguna's high walls.
Well, have you decided on your answer? I look forward to the public trial.
Perhaps our fates are not so different after all.
It is time, sinner against the Sentinel.
But you,
I will continue to sing.
as long as there are those who breathe and see.
My eternal summer will never fade. Do you feel it? Next thing you know, maybe in a... Thank you, Rover. I don't have the Blessed Maiden's miracle. The only thing I can offer is to immortalize. By the way, I met a man. I'm not entirely sure who he really is. Here, you can have this music sheet. An escape mission. Starting today. Don't you worry. About the song I wrote you. After all,
My Lord Primus, it seems you sought to revive the Blasphemous Poets Society.
I care not for labels of good or evil. Fear is but one.
Ah, truly the words of one and yet, why do you seem so restless, Lord Fen? Is it that foreign laureate that or is it?
Out of respect for our...
Of course.
Wait. I've heard whispers of your presence. Why are you doing that?
As you said, there was no deception. The birds having Lord, just as the young Toccata mentioned. How long has it been? Armed with a wooden his squire, ever loyal, trailed close behind. Truly astonishing. Even if...
Maybe because you went to Avenolium and uncovered some of the truth the Order... Banished and forever stripped of the right to sing for the Sentinel and the Order.